Hey, it's Miranda Monday.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Love. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already Monday again.
It's Monday again.
Oh man, it's crazy, man. How you been?
Good. Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's I feel that. I'm always kind of crazy. Just a little bit. It really don't matter. There's gonna be so much stuff happening on the show tonight.
Yes.
I'm really excited. What the hell? What is? Oh, what the son of a? God. Speaking of our guest, we have T-HEX in the house. He's our guest for this evening. You doing all right in there?
I'm doing just fine.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so he's our guest for tonight, but it's been crazy stuff.
Yes.
All over the place.
Yes, absolutely.
I was out last weekend at Wisconsin Dells, and we had our one show that we were supposed to have, but you know, the U.S. Kids Nationals, tough talent. I want to thank ISWA for being generous for all the kids and everything they do real quick before we really get going in the show. And, you know, they did a really good job at looking out for the kids. It's seriously top talent in the country.
That's awesome.
You had kids from New York, Florida, I think there's from Florida, everywhere, all top freestyle Greco champs, and it was just, they were all very good, and it was just a really good time, and everybody represented the not just Indiana, the entire nation really well. This is like what they were saying is like the doorway to the Olympics, kind of the Junior
awesome.
Olympics, and this is the freestyle Greco. These guys were monstrous, so really a big clap for all those kids that banged and fought to, you know, some of the toughest kids out there sitting there in tears afterwards because they wanted it so bad. It was an extremely awesome opportunity. My son got blessed to have that opportunity, and it was really a good time. Finished 8th in freestyle or Greco, but didn't place in freestyle.
Dude, we're talking national. We're not just talking about...
These kids were tough. It was just, you know, one, because it was freestyle was one day, Greco was the next day, and they really seriously, you had kids that were ranked nationally that didn't place one day, and then they placed the next day. So just a big shout out to everybody. It's kind of the full end of the year. I know there's still random tournaments going on, but a big shout out to all the coaches from, not just, you know, we roll with Contenders and Perry and all this stuff, but every high school, every wrestling academy that's out there banging with their kids out there in the wrestling rooms 6 days a week, trying to give a great future for these kids. So all you guys, thank you. It was a blessing. It was
awesome.
Really awesome to be a part of that.
I got to see those videos, so...
Are you T-HEX? Holy!
Indeed I am. I am transformed into human form.
Oh,
Human
okay.
form.
Gotta
Okay.
love human form.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So before we get too far into the interview, do you have any shout-outs, plugs, sponsors?
I'd like to shout out to AMOC BME Pro, my current producer, one of the best producers from the Emerson.
Oh, big shout out to Emerson Theater.
We have an underground studio. I can't tell you where that's at.
Or you'd have to kill us.
Oh, it's not that. It's just somewhere in outer space.
Oh, hey.
I hear that's the best way to record your
It
tracks.
is indeed.
It has great audio.
The audio vibrations.
The reverb and
Amazing.
the decay is just amazing. Drums are amazing out on the Mars.
That's awesome. So I do want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to go ahead and jump over to the YouTube, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. We will respond back. Monday Love Podcast. We are finally up to 70 subscribers. We've had 32,000 live views.
We've had 35,000 live views on Facebook, and we have 70 or no, that's
Subscribers.
on YouTube. It's growing. But you know what?
Yes.
Later, when you guys get a chance, get on there, share
Yes.
your stuff. You know, if you don't like it, one of your friends will. Just take the time to share. We take the time to bring you artists from all across the country. Actually, we've had a few international artists. You know, all
Yes.
across the world, we're bringing artists that are up and coming, they're big to just starting off to share, so you guys can get the new act. So take the time, share it. You know, we've done there hasn't been a genre of music we haven't done. I know a lot of our
Correct.
focus is on country rap and hip hop and all this, but we have rock, jazz,
Hip-hop.
hip hop,
Straight
country,
country.
straight country. I mean, we have had everything under the umbrella of music
Yes.
on our show. So
Even
please take the time to share. And
Producers and comedians.
we have had producers and comedians.
Yep.
We should have him back on again. That would be a good fun one.
I know. Josh Prey. He was
Shout out to
awesome.
Josh Prey, man.
Yep. Huge shout
good
out.
shout.
Yes. Okay, so T-HEX. Do you remember how old you were when you fell in love with music?
I think I fell in love at a young age. Long story short, went through choir like some kids do that are in school. And then
mama, moo.
I got involved in the ICC, and then as I grew up, I hated that music. Nothing against children who are doing that now. I actually would encourage kids to get into music. It will help you. It is very therapeutic, and it will help you get through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Music is very therapeutic on all levels.
Yep, and you can use it to make your emotions happen.
That's right.
Or you can use it to curb your emotions.
Yeah, you can help. It can help you calm down, or you can help it put a little gasoline on the fire.
That's right.
Yeah. So when did you decide to kind of do this as a career?
Good catch.
Well, I was sitting in the back of someone's car one day, and I had, decided. I've been working with AJ with What Up Ninja. We've been hosting some shows, and you start seeing a lot of different artists at the Emerson from different genres, and I started to tell myself, well, damn it, if they can do it, I can do it too. Because Jelly Rolls inspired me to, and so has Dax. I would encourage someone, if they don't know who those two artists are, they look them up on YouTube or other media platforms. But they've encouraged me to realize that you can have a dream, and if you put the work and the grind in, you can follow that dream and you can make that dream happen, no matter what the scale is of that dream.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people get it's not easy at all. I think some people take, they see success and they're, I want to do that. They don't see that behind the scenes of how much work that goes into it, how much marketing, how much you need a full team to really, really make that spectrum, make that jump to a successful career in the music industry.
There you
Oh, you're good, dude.
You're good.
Oh,
No
there
worries,
we go. That's
no
so
worries.
much more comfortable.
There you go. It's on. I think a lot of people take for granted how much effort and work that is behind the scenes. It's not just the performing. If it was that easy, there'd be tons more of professional. Not saying there's not professional. Like, you could be professional but not financially making it. But actually being able to have the career and also the finances, because that's a lot of people now. Like, if you speak with a lot of different artists, they're like, well, you can get the fame, it's the money that's the difference. You could be known, but to get into that spot to where you're financially stable in a career in the music industry, that it's rough, and a lot of people don't see that, and it's really, you gotta, We just got to communicate that. I mean, and some people get it a little easier than others, and other people struggle for years, and all of a sudden, they finally get that niche. So, I think a lot of people don't see all of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. They don't get to see behind the scenes and
It's a lot of work.
what it really takes.
It's a lot of work.
You got the marketing, the management, the
Writing.
yeah,
The
yep,
And I mean, and there's so much to it. I mean, you got to worry about getting your branding, because I speak to some of the artists, and I'm like, hey, you really do need, some pictures, or you really need this, and and people are like, well, I got really good music. It's like, well, you also got to work on your branding.
yes,
You got to work on, making your presence online and everywhere with consistent branding and things. So,
yes, and I'm starting to learn about SEO and all that.
have fun with SEOs.
Yeah, man. Because now it's not just about the podcast. We're doing a whole Miranda Monday thing.
SEO, search engine optimization,
Yes.
is it's crucial, and it's not, because you can be top of the line knowing what to put in and with the search engine and still not get the right numbers. Search engine, there's a lot of people that milk that to pull up your views on Google and other network or social medias like that, to pull up in your search engine higher.
I just want to get verified.
That's not shit. Verification's nothing. Is not hard. Is nothing. It's the other stuff that because most people that utilize SEO is trying to bring their product or your band or your artist or whatever higher up in the Google search engines. Not just Google, but any of the search engines to get, you click in hip hop artists.
Right.
You want to be a top viewed artist. You want your
Right.
website to come up. You want your branding to come up when they search. But it's a very complicated gig, and there's a lot of people, and I know there's people listening that know what I'm talking about, that will milk that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you in the top tier on Google. Well, you know what? There's 300 people that's doing that same exact thing. How
Yes.
far are you going to get up that without having some kind of special trick? So,
Yep.
when you got 300 people doing the same exact thing, you're going to end up somewhere in the 300.
So I will either figure that shit
It's-
out on
it's-
my own, or I'm gonna have to hire somebody, and they're gonna prove to me that they can do it.
Well, no. I mean, it's here's the thing. There's so many people doing the same exact things now that they're pinpointing different search engines. So you're putting a little more focus in on Google to try to pull up. But then, well, you got your other search engines you got to worry about.
Right.
So it's complicated. There's a lot to it. So, but
If we Google Monday Love Podcast, we're everywhere. So I don't know how that ended up working. It's just because we're
well, it's
on all
also
the...
it's a unique name. It's kind of sticks out.
Yeah. So I don't know if I asked or not. T-HEX.
So we kind of went on a tangent there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When did you decide to do this as a career?
I would say at some point last year, probably towards the end of last year, towards winter time, I started, doing the hosting shows thing with AJ. Much love to AJ and What Up Ninja for helping me get out there. And then I decided I wanted to do music. And when I decided I wanted to do that, I would say it would be probably about wintertime last year.
Okay.
And I am very used to wintertime being a dinosaur. I survived the Ice Age by going underground. Most of them didn't think of that. Came out, all my friends were dead.
Oh, well,
Oh shoot.
damn it.
What you gonna do?
So sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. You make new ones. You go on shows like this and make new ones.
Yeah,
There you
there you
go.
go. So when did you said about a year and a half ago, when did the dino idea come in?
The dino idea came in well before the music idea. If not, I was at the gathering in the Juggalos. I'm going to do this as short as I can. I don't want to take over.
No worries, man.
We're
This
good.
show's on you, Bob.
And I had the suit, and I just started chasing people. I thought, man, this is really fun. And one day, Mike Busey, which I'm
Yes.
sure you guys know who he is,
Gary Busey's son.
I scared the shit out of the people loading his truck. And that was just great. And I have always, since a little child, liked attention, preferably the good attention, not the bad attention. But
No bad publicity.
Yes.
There's
Sometimes
no bad publicity, even to the negative.
Sometimes negative
It's
is
just as good as
negative attention can
before
be just as
Kanye
good.
drops the album. Watch how crazy he gets,
Drama.
and then all of a sudden his craziness disappears after his album's dropped.
Yep.
He is, as much as crazy, he is a genius.
Yes.
His record sales increase every time he does a big crazy episode. So every time he's about to drop an album, there's going to be some crazy nonsense. He's running for president. He's doing this. He's doing this, and his album sells.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I mean, I know it's all about singles now, but it's a crazy. It's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, oh look, he's being crazy. When's his next album dropping? 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you mother.
That explains it.
Dang it.
if you look at pro wrestling, they have to change characters, if you will. And sometimes they have to pull crazy stunts to reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
And I think musicians have to do very similar things.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, yeah.
I don't know if that's a good example, but I'm...
No.
trying to
I think
flow
really,
with it.
seriously, it's really great because if you've noticed, like recently, and I know Eminem's on a whole different level than a lot of artists and things that we talk to, but he's kind of going through that right now because they're, you're this, and all of a sudden, his rap style's changed. He's hitting all these artists, and it's all publicity. You can't. I mean, Nick Cannon, I don't know why he tried to battle Eminem. That was stupid. It's like, you're already married to Mariah. How bad can your life get? And and he goes and he battles Eminem, but it was publicity for both of them.
Absolutely.
You
Make
know,
them relevant.
it made him relevant when he wasn't.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon was not relevant outside of Wild and Out. And, you know, he wasn't a great artist. I mean, he's an artist. He's a good person, you know, and he's better than a lot. But that relevance, when he went against Eminem like that, skyrocketed him and skyrocketed Eminem. And it was a publicity stunt. Same with, and I didn't even realize that. I think that's another reason why I bring this up. You know who else tried to jump on that? When Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly was battling.
Oh, yeah.
They were battling. You know who else jumped on that?
Who?
Ryan Upchurch.
Really?
He wore a shirt talking shit to Slim Shady.
That's why
He
the
did
Yale Wolf, they had to
he had the
bash
rap.
that.
He had the rap demon. They did.
Oh.
Eminem had Rap God. Machine Gun Kelly had Rap Devil. Ryan Upchurch had Rap Demon. Mm-hmm. He was the Rap Demon. Had a little red area and did the same song and was trying to jump on
Right.
that. So it's it's
And
definitely
so
out there.
I definitely heard a story. So Ryan and Yale Wolf were supposed to be doing a project together.
Okay,
And
I dig that.
You know who cuts those checks for Yale Wolf, right?
He was on Shady Records.
Yeah, Eminem said scrap the idea after everything was said and done, and they'd already done it because Ryan talked too much shit about him.
That's crazy. The
So,
king,
yeah.
but Eminem can dish it. He don't always take it.
Right.
But
exactly.
that's him. I mean, that everybody knows what he's at.
Mm-hmm.
So to go back what you're saying, that's definitely relevant, and it definitely makes sense when the wrestlers are redoing it. Same way that some of these artists that become, I guess in a way, Eminem became stagnant there for a while, and his albums definitely were not anywhere near what they were. You know, when he first came out, it was like, Jesus, every damn song is catchy and this, and then his style kind of flattened out. But then all of a sudden, like Rap God,
Yeah.
whoa, hold on, and then he just did the song.
Kill Shot?
There was Kill Shot, but no, he just dropped I said just. It's been like 6 months since his last album dropped, but Godzilla. No, is it Monster? And he beats the world record on how many syllables rapped in so many seconds.
Oh, wow.
In the song,
There's a lot of debate about who is the fastest rapper.
I know. I think at the time they were
Hi.
talking. It was we were looking at was it Twista? At
Yes,
one
Twister
point,
At
had
one point in
broken
time,
a
it
lot
was
of
Twista.
records.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's what they're saying, and it's really quick, but it is definitely not Eminem style.
No,
It's
a
definitely a
different
whole
style.
nother style, very fast style rapping. Eminem has not done that, and then he did a song with Jordan Lucas, and he was more modern style rapping and flow, totally different. So after a while you do have to remold your image.
Oh, absolutely.
And especially when you're coming out like your gimmick, it's awesome. It's different. Nobody else is doing it.
Exactly.
Hey, it sticks out.
Yes.
It sticks out. So your branding and your molding, where you're already starting off on a level that a lot of people won't do.
Or have no idea to go in that direction.
But when you really look at it, through all the years, there's been tons of gimmicks that always stood out at times. Kiss,
yes.
leather suits, big Frankenstein boots, all this craziness. But you know what? They were also talented, and they made killing. They're one of the greatest bands of all time, depending on who you talk to.
Black
Those-
Sabbath.
Black
Yeah.
Sabbath.
There you go.
He kind of led the pack, though. He didn't have to do any.
The godfather of.
I mean, when you're doing
Crazy.
metal in the '60s.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just he definitely led the pack, but you get some of these guys that come in and does a traditional style, and if you don't have some kind of gimmick, TJ Freak,
Yep.
unique. He takes his influences of wrestling and hip hop, and that's how his persona.
Yep.
He has makeup on. He does the whole thing, and they're doing really, really well.
Yes, they are.
So I mean, it's you got to stand out, and a lot of people will come in and just I'm going to do this, and you come
have
in
the
and you're
best-
doing flows with the beat in the
I have the
background.
best music in the world, and then
You
they
can be
don't
the
have a
greatest flow,
niche.
but if you're not sticking out, if you're not doing something different to make people notice you,
Yep.
I mean, you got to be really hardcore. Like, there's so many vocalists. It's like, man, you're great. Well, you know what? There's people way better.
I was
And,
getting ready
you
to
know,
say,
it's-
and
it's-
then they need to have like honest friends, kind of like me with no filter. Like, dude, you suck. Stop. Work on it. You need to build it up a little
Slipknot's one. All
Yeah.
mask. But they weren't
Yeah.
the first ones that did all mask. I mean,
No.
you go in, Mudvayne had masks. You got Guar, the
Yes.
full
I love
suit.
Guar.
Oh my God. they're putting fake blood all over everybody at their shows. But that was a gimmick.
Odorous.
You go back into oh my God, Green Jello days. You go way back into those days. I was
Showing your age.
I was a kid, and they were doing the clay animation,
Yes.
Three Little Pigs, metal version of Three Little Pigs, and the clay animation. It was like, oh wow, this is crazy. But their entire gimmick, we performed with them when they came here to Indy.
Yeah.
One person, they had such a huge following. Every show, he picked his musicians out of the crowd. It was meant to be like when we all said, like, how tight can they? What the fuck is this happening? No, his show was to be bad. Like it wasn't bad. I'm saying that wrong, and I know I got listeners going, Joe, what the?
understand
Are
what
you
you're saying.
serious? But their
Right.
niche, it was back in the Primus. Where things was a little bit off, a little different. It was totally different, but their different styles stuck out, which are not Green Jello anymore. Sorry, Green Jelly, because Jello sued them. But I'm just saying,
Right.
different gimmicks and how they stand out and how they make a presence for themselves. So
Yep.
yeah, so
So,
I know we keep going.
I have a question for you, and it's actually from my mom.
Oh,
She asked if you know Bogum Steve or MK Ultra.
No, I don't. There's a lot. I'm not going to say I'm closed-minded. I mean, I'm not closed-minded when it comes to music, but there are, I'm not going to say most, some juggalos are this way. ICP, 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 ICP.
Right.
Twisted, twisted, twisted. That's what we'll listen to. Then I started breaking out into, so the answer to that is unfortunately, no, I do not.
Okay.
But I started breaking into things like Jelly Roll, and I'm mostly purely underground as much as I can be.
Yeah.
Now, 90s rock, that was my shit.
Yes.
There was a lot of great talent during those.
Yes.
Not
there
90s
was.
to the beginning of 2000s.
Yes.
A lot of really, really good.
It's not. I mean, I'm sorry to be the one to say this, and it's a personal opinion, but alternative rock is not what it was in the 90s.
At all.
No, not at all.
In fact, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Right. Exactly.
You have like the new era of the modern rock, what's considered metal, what's not considered metal, alternative, not.
And now classic rock is alternative from back in the
Well,
90s.
it depends on the groups, but a lot of those genres still stuck with the times.
Yeah.
It's the now you have 10 different branches of the same umbrella under alternative rock.
Right.
A big example, talk about how the genres change. 21 Pilots.
yes.
In my opinion, they are not a rock group, but they are labeled a rock band. They're under the rock umbrella. It's like, are you serious? You guys are more hip hop,
They
but
are.
I and don't get me wrong, I'm not dogging 21 Pilots. They have made success off their style and what they do, but in my opinion, that's not rock. You got groups like I Prevail, Bad Wolves. That's more the new metal, where you got a
Yeah.
little bit of the scream, but then you also got the singer, which Tommy Vex, this is directed to you. I've been asking for an interview before Bad Wolves, after Bad Wolves. You're going to be here on the 17th. I'm going to harass you. Interview with me.
On the 17th.
July 17th, Emerson. You're going to be there. I'm going to be there. Sorry.
Go.
Anyway, but again, just how the labels have changed, how those areas have changed. Like you said, we had, such great alternative grunge. You had Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, even the birth. I mean, and a lot of people, I don't know why they want to dog them, Nickelback. I don't give a shit anybody says. If you do 6 world tours on one album, you're doing something good.
Absolutely.
And not everybody can like it because they got played out. But like they said, if you went to their show, their hard shit that everybody loved, it was like their early Nickelback. He goes, I'd play this all day if I could, but the ladies buy the albums, guys. And then it goes into, look at the photograph. Yeah. I mean, so you got the, but the genres have changed tremendously. What's alternative, what's not. The only thing I will say that I really enjoy right now, out of all these genres kind of merging together, we've got this new vibe going on.
Yeah.
It's totally different, and I think it's mixing of the decades and the genres because really we're starting to run out of ideas.
Yes.
I'm not into the mumble rap. If I can understand your story, fuck, I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
It might have a killer beat. Like, oh my God, my kids will be sitting there playing stuff. It's like, oh my God, this is dope. And it's like, what is he saying? I don't know.
Right.
No, you're taking an awesome beat. There's a lot of groups with this mumbo rap that's got crazy beats, and that's what's selling. You can sell that crazy mumbo shit all day long, but it's the beats that's selling, not what they're doing.
Yep.
Not the lyrics.
Yeah, it's not, Tupac, his story, his music, it had passion, had meaning. And there's artists like that definitely is deep like that. But it's just few and far between. And
Yes,
I think
agreed.
I've said this on every show. There's almost what do I usually say? There's with the way technology has changed, and the accessibility to artists being able to just you could record an album on a phone
Yep.
if you know what the fuck you're doing. I think it takes away from people that are really, really good that stick out to a lot of you have this ocean of mediocre.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's okay, that's cool, but
Cute.
you know,
Yeah.
this
And
isn't
it's
sticking.
hard
And then
to
you have the
sift
ones that pop
through.
up, you know.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
that has deep meaning. That has, I get shit for this all the time. But oh my god, not John Legend. Oh my god, he did. This is America.
I know you're talking about.
Oh my god, why? He's one of my favorite. Like
Okay.
Childish Gambino.
Childish, thank you. He is so underrated. He is so educated. He does comedy. He's a writer on. I forget. He's got had multiple shows that he's a writer on. Extremely educated, extremely knowledgeable, and his lyrics are fucking dope. But he's not considered like it. Why he's not considered one of the better now? He hasn't been putting out albums like he was, but man, I'll tell you what, his lyrics and flow is fucking phenomenal.
That's awesome.
And it's just you have that, but then you go to, you know, this mumbo shit.
Yeah, that's
21 Savage.
so.
I
you
mean,
were
not all of
speaking-
his. I like some of his. Or Panda. Panda.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Panda,
I heard
Panda.
Panda. I'm like,
I got hoes in Atlanta. I know in Montana.
So, speaking of
No hate, y'all. We're just talking.
vibes and lyrics, how do you go about writing? Do you hear a beat, or do you just write lyrics and then find the beat?
It's funny you ask this because I ask when I interview artists, I ask, do you write first or do you find the beat first?
Mm-hmm.
And personally, I will write and then find the beat, and then I'll change what I've written, like the order of the words or the paragraphs, if you will, to flow with the beat. I'm not hating on the fact that I've been using, I've used several beats that AMOC BME Pro has made for me, but I've also used some lease beats, which I'm not going to bullshit you. I was hating on lease beats for a while, but then I started to understand that's how some people get off the ground,
Yes.
because not everyone has money to pay, let's say $300 for a beat. You know, not everyone's got that kind of money. So
Stick close with me. I got some people.
even though
Why'd you sound like the Joker in the original Batman in like 1986?
why so serious?
Yeah.
But you know, even though you're doing a lease beat, and yeah, you might have 40 other people rapping over the same beat. If that's what helps to get you off the ground and gets your creativity flowing until you can afford the beat you need, then that's what you got to do. I mean,
and you know, and the artist we had on 2 weeks ago, we had that discussion about leasing beats and how it can backfire. Also,
Oh, yeah.
like I definitely, I think definitely that gives an opportunity to artists like you said that can't afford to pay $300, $600, $2,000 a beat. I've heard some crazy, you know, and it's like, dude, that's just part of a song. That's not even the whole song y'all selling. I mean, people, if it's the right person and the right stuff, they'll pay it. But
Right.
not everybody can do that. And coming off the ground, the leasing options is not a bad idea. The only problem is if you actually make it, they're taxing the shit out of you.
Yes.
It will tax the mess, but it gets you off the ground. It gets you noticed. It gets them noticed. There's a place for it. I you know, like, so I definitely agree that they're artists too. I was getting ready to try the DJs or beat masters or MCs or whatever they're gonna call themselves that are in the studio making these beats. I could see where that gives them the opportunity to be able to make money as well on doing that. So it's definitely, and I had some artists. I had one kid that ended up start talking smack to me. I was trying to help him, and you remember that?
Yeah.
I was sitting there helping, and this kid started talking shit to me because I didn't throw him a bunch of money. I'm like, dude, I got 6 kids I take care of. I don't have
Right, that
pockets
was
full of money. I was
never
like,
in the
I will help you.
agreement.
I will connect with you. If you need a studio, I actually have one in Georgia. I will meet you and engineer for you to help you out.
And he was a
And
shithead.
because he had possibilities, but he was unfortunately his status quo growing up left him questioning everybody and being an asshole instead of working with people.
Yeah.
And that backfired. But I was telling him, I was like, hey, there's, you got Butters out there. You got, why can't I think of that dude?
City Chief.
City Chief, Jesus, sorry, City Chief. City Chief making great beats,
Yeah.
but they leave those options on the table. Like, hey, you can lease this, but that also means other people might have that same beat as well.
Exactly.
But there's a doorway there. And if it
Absolutely.
can get you on a stepping stone to get to the part where you can afford to pay for those better beats, I mean, shit, do it.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot,
Yeah. Make sure you guys jump over to YouTube,
Rate from view.
subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. Monday Love Podcast.
Monday Love Pro.
And make sure you get over to T-HEX's page. Click, share,
Yes.
show the love.
Right now, it's I don't want to give it out just because it hasn't been professionally done yet.
Under construction.
It's under construction.
It's all good.
But you can look up my name, which it's okay. I don't have the police looking for me yet. I haven't
Yet.
eaten anyone yet. Well,
I don't know him.
I have eaten somebody, but I'm a dinosaur, so that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Damn dinosaurs.
But Heath Necessary on Facebook right now. And please don't judge me for my page and my comments. But I am going to be creating an artist page. Right now it is up, but it's T-HEX is the first name, literally T-HEX is the first name. Then the last name is the letter N and the word effect. So I will throw it out there.
And in fact,
So
Because-
we got 2 comments. Aaron Smock, hell yeah, T-HEX, Amok here.
And that's my producer right there. That's the man. He's not just a producer. He's a drummer.
What's up, Aaron
producer,
Smock?
And he's also an amazing artist.
Sweet.
Yes.
That does make a plus. And then the other one, I think, can we go ahead and play one of those tracks on that flash drive?
Any of them work.
Any of them will work. I don't know if that was set up.
Because my stupid ass did not name the tracks before I threw them on there. But that's okay.
It's okay.
In my radio
So we
voice.
got this. Which one do you?
All right.
It says Dark Times, Project 10, Project Fire.
Project Fire.
Do Project Fire.
Amok's not here to sing the
And which
other one
one's
with
this
me.
called? What's the name of this?
That's the thing. You asked that question.
Oh.
I should have named it yet, but I haven't.
Every time
So
I'm
as of
out
right
and I
now,
lead
this
on
is
this
unnamed T-HEX.
Exclusive.
This beat in the background's got me going insane. I knew I was special back in 3rd grade. Go out to play, all the kids will stay away. This is Kill Shot. Pick 'em out in front of me. Don't know who I am or what I'm really supposed to be. Kill Shot. Take 'em out in front of me. Who am I and what is my reality? So I grew up still fucked in my brain. My father shot himself, that's why I'm going insane. This is Kill Shot. Take 'em out in front of me. Don't know who I am and what is my reality. This Kill Shot. Take 'em out in front of me. I really don't know what side of me they're gonna see. Inspired by these beats when I rap. I don't listen to the mainstream because it's complete crap. This is Kill Shot. Take 'em out in front of me. Don't know who I am or what is my reality. It's Kill Shot. Take 'em out in front of me. Don't know who I am who I'm really supposed to be. Holy fuck, my head is in a daze. I had to smoke so much dro to deal with this pain. The demons inside are screaming my name. Sometimes I have to ignore them while they play their dirty games. It's a
T-HEX,
kill
everybody.
shot. Take him out in front of me. Got him in a chokehold cause they drove me to insanity. It's kill shot. Take him out in front of me. Who am I? And what is my reality? I don't think my brain can really take it. It's super fucked, just like chicken bacon on a kill shot. Take him out in front
This
of
is a
me.
leased
Don't know
beat,
who
so-
I am.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I like that beat, and what I like to do with that beat eventually is change it up to make it my own beat, and that way it's no longer a leased beat.
Yeah, as
Right,
long as you
right.
can't keep it in the same timing, you know,
Yeah.
somebody that has control with like Fruit Loops or you know, it's kind of an early on program for beats, but a lot of people still use it, and I think it's a great program.
I apologize to Amok, I didn't play our track, but I feel it's only right to have you on the
Hi.
program if I'm going to play our track, so people know who the air person is.
There you go. So going out to different shows and what have you found that moment where you were starstruck by somebody?
Well, all right. At the struggle show,
Yeah.
it wasn't his daughter, and nothing. I'm not hating on his daughter's style or her ability. She has a great ability. But the woman that opened up right before her,
Caitlin.
holy shit,
Yes.
holy shit, fuck. That I told her, it's like you can get Alanis Morissette, Jewel, you can get Beyonce. Fuck all that shit. Her shit fucking blew my mind.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And who was it?
Caitlin Ian. Caitlin Curtis.
That's it.
We
I
didn't.
think-
Caitlin Curtis.
Yeah.
We haven't heard, have we?
No. So it went her, she opened, and then Brianna. This is Brianna's first
Brianna's.
tour.
With Dad, right?
Well, no, like her solo tour. She's opening for Dad.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
yeah. That,
Dad.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to get on tour when your dad struggle.
Yeah.
But she is talented.
Oh, she is
nonetheless.
talented. It's definitely not. That was
I would-
definitely not a low blow.
Love to pay her to do a hook, but I'm sure that would probably cost me out the ass. I do have a
Get a
beat
feature,
that
and some of these guys.
I
are
bought all
expensive.
7. I'm sure you guys probably know who 7 is. He's done the beats for Tech 9 and other people like that. That cost me, but it was worth it. Has it been put out yet? No, it will not be put out yet until it is absolutely fucking perfected.
And are you your own worst critic?
I would say you could say that. I think everyone, any artist, regardless of what art form you do, your own worst, from anything from sex to pain to rock and roll. God damn it.
Hey.
Hey. So,
Go ahead.
or, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I had a different direction.
But yeah, I am. I'm definitely my biggest critic. I'm gonna go back a little bit to what you said earlier. You did to start out with, Amok being me. His music really inspired me a lot. Dax inspired me. Jelly Roll inspired me. ICP Twisted. But his ability to touch the damn soul of somebody
Yes.
when he's on stage is just fucking awesome.
Yep.
So I would encourage people to look at his music up. It's on Spotify, Amok BME Pro. But let's go ahead and keep rolling with the punches, if you will.
Okay. All right. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would like to be one of the top names in the underground. I'm not like against being on the radio, but I don't want to be one of the people where I'm in the same genre or looked at as on the same, I can't say level, it's not the word I'm going for here, but where you hear artists on the radio and you hear me and think, oh, well, this guy's mainstream because he's on the radio. No, that's not my goal. My goal is, I mean, money. Everyone has to make money. If you're going to do it for a career, you have to make money.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't hate on someone doing it for money because people have kids to feed, people have families to take care of.
Yep.
But in 10 years, I like to be one of the main names on the underground. I like to be on stage at the gathering of the Juggalos. That is a dream, and it will come true. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
going to see that through.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. You absolutely have to make sure that you put those.
We just had
accomplishment.
Twang and Round just open up for ICP.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And our favorite lack of friend was invited.
Favorite lack of friend. I love this term.
Yeah. Get this bitch off me. Get this bitch off me.
Oh, never mind.
Don't fuck with the wrong girl, or just don't fuck with women in general. And you
Which
don't
we all
ever
know
get
who
hands with
that
somebody,
is.
But we don't need to go
sorry
down that
about-
I
road.
don't know what you're talking about.
We don't need to
No.
go down that road. But yes, now I have forgotten in my brain what the hell we were talking about.
Where you were looking to be in 5 years, and, you know.
Yeah, so being on stage at the gathering is my dream, and this being one of the, when you hear underground rap, being one of the names that actually comes up, and I know that's pretty big dream right there.
Yeah.
To say,
Right.
I want to be one of the main people
With-
in underground rap.
With the way, and this is a little gray area for me. I mean, when I grew up, I was all into the underground scene. But nowadays, what does the underground scene look like these days? Because I feel like even people that are making mixes are putting their stuff out. What used to be DJs, producers that would sell these mixtapes and CDs and things back in the day, now they actually are looked at as like they're taking the artist's music and making it their own. You got, why can't I think? Oh my God, Mouse. You got Mouse and you got Smiley and all these different DJs that on their own are standing out using other people's music. And that used to be part of the underground scene, was all this different manipulated tracks of all these artists.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like nowadays?
Right.
Where's that at?
Now you have a lot of, you'll have mainstream artists, and then you'll find an underground artist that is way beyond talented, be above, and say that's my personal opinion, above and beyond some of the mainstream artists.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what comes into play there is money, timing, and knowing the right people.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily that underground person wants to be famous. Sometimes they get comfortable where they're at. That's where they want to be.
Hi.
Hello there, sexy stranger on the street.
He still hasn't turned our mics on outside.
It's
Too
all good.
bad. We're getting sexy in here.
So when, as far as shows, I know you opened for Struggle at the Emerson. What's your next show looking like, or do you have a timeline for that?
Whenever What Up Ninja hosts a show, I will be there. If AMOC BME Pro is on stage, whether that be on the drums or on the microphone, I will be there. Now, when it comes to going out of town, I don't have a whole lot of money to be going out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes my job interferes with a show, so that
Understand.
happens. I would think with a lot of people.
Thanks, Bill. Dead Mouse 5. Mouse.
That's what I was gonna.
I couldn't think of it. Sorry, but thanks, Bill. I appreciate it, buddy.
Do you have any dates like readily available?
I'm very readily available right now. I'm not going to say I'm ashamed. You know what? I work at a damn gas station, and
Hey, we all
Dude,
got
it's
to make
honest
our
work.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do, man. to
but
make it.
I'm not going to name the name of the company.
I don't blame you.
It's all
God
good.
knows they might fire me for face paint. But yeah,
He did the face paint again. I told him not to do it.
told
Son
him
of
not
a.
to bring that shit to work. But yeah, I'm very open right now. My performance will be at the Pirate Bowl, which is at the Water Bowl, which
Ah,
is
you're
somewhere
out Losing
in
September
Muncie,
area.
I believe.
Yes,
Yep.
it's Muncie.
And
We performed at the Water Bowl.
it will be interesting. I've never performed around, from what I understand, legit pirates. I better watch my ass. 'Cause
Water Bowl's an awesome place to play.
It
They've
is.
been growing since they started adding the musical acts. I know that's it's a huge area for our buddies in Losing September. They do a lot of shows
That's a
there.
good band.
Yeah, they are. We performed there with them 2 or 3 times, but now they've set up. Before it was kind of, you were in a little pavilion area.
Outdoor.
It was outdoors. Well, it's all outdoors. It's not
Everything
indoor.
is, yeah.
Everything. But now they've got a overhang where you can get 100, 150 people crammed in if it starts raining.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Probably more, honestly.
Plus, they have that
they were
second
just working.
stage on the inside.
Yeah, well, that was their first main stage.
Yeah.
But the Water Bowl's really doing it up out there, and it'll definitely, as it grows, it will definitely become a bigger venue for indie, especially up and coming acts and coming through and stuff. Because that's definitely, you go there, Losing September. If it's a rock show, Losing September is probably headlining it. Or
Yeah.
I will be going from there, and if there is a live mic it's hard to get kicked out of the gathering. You got pretty much be hurting somebody or doing something really bad.
Right.
If there is a live mic, you're going to see a dinosaur climb up on stage, and I don't care if it's for 5 seconds before they cut that mic off. I am doing something.
You better make sure somebody's recording it too.
Oh, I will. Before security yanks me off stage.
Yes, and even then, make sure they get it all from
I will.
beginning to end.
But there's also open mic there, and that's where I'm mainly going to aim. I will be terrorizing people with my dinosaur, and I will just...
put that
You
bone
bet-
away, boy.
You better watch out, because I might just eat your face if I'm too hungry.
Is that your tail, or are you just happy to see me?
Usually it's a tail.
Oh, okay.
sure you
Just
guys-
making sure.
Go subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. Monday Love Podcast. T-HEX. Check him out on social media.
Anchor. Anchor is my podcast.
Okay,
There we go. There we go.
that's awesome.
And we are starting to get close.
Oh, we are getting close to the time.
I know.
Man, it was such a great
goes
show,
so
man.
fast.
It
It
does really
does.
go really fast, especially we get to
Absolutely.
chit chatting. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thank
on the
you.
show. It was a pleasure.
a
It's really
platform.
neat gimmick. I love it. It's really awesome. Make sure when you start dropping your new music and things to tag us.
Tag us.
We
Oh.
will share it on our show.
I will.
Yeah.
We randomly have all these people that's been on with. This is episode. We're getting up there.
Do you
Subscribe.
know the number?
We
Damn
are
it.
at 75.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, by the end of the year, we will be over 100.
Oh my God.
I think.
Don't
Yeah.
sit on your hands. Use that
So-
mouse and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
The remote.
There you go. At least
Or your
go in and
phone.
Like.
Or anything.
It's
Click
not
it.
that
Share
hard
it.
to do.
Yes.
So definitely
So-
thank you for coming on. I guess is this
Absolutely.
my
Thank
turn?
you.
Is it
Yes.
my turn to run my mouth for the end of the show?
Is that what it's
Oh
called
my gosh. Okay.
Hang out for a second, all right, with us?
Absolutely.
All right.
We're at the end of the show. It's always a sad time for me when Monday Love has to come to end, but everything has to end at some point in life. Hey, so make sure you have any of your podcast needs, commercial needs, you need a bank vault to shoot a bank scene in, make sure to get a hold of Wyatt at Wave One Media. He's got great facility. He's got so many different things to offer. Make sure to get a hold of him there. Hey, all the graphics, all the logos, the flyers, the websites, the banners, all those graphics were done by JK Multimedia. That would be me, Joe Kemp, Matt JK. Anyway, so anything you need, get a hold of me. If it's graphics, motion graphics, commercials, audio, video productions,
Documentaries.
there's a lot that we do. Make sure to get a hold of us at JK Multimedia Productions. We will make sure to get it done. Anything creative, we will make sure to tell your story. And Monday Love, Miranda Monday, She will network, manage. She will do anything to get you out to the people you need to get a hold of. Make sure to get a hold of Miranda. Or if you're an artist that's looking to be on the show, or you know of artists that you really, really want to see on the show, let us know. We'll reach out and try to get the connections. If you have the connections, Miranda will sit there and get it.
Yep.
And she'll
Hook
even
it
show
up.
up under their porch, kill their raccoons that's in their way, and get the interview. It's amazing service she provides. It's all in
I'm
one.
a triple threat. I do want to
Triple
give a shout out to One World Transatlantic Multimedia.
Oh, I need to get a hold of you guys. I have not been meaning to leave you guys hanging. That is totally not my kind of cup of tea. So I need to get back a hold of you guys.
Yeah.
They're doing some great stuff up there. The
Yes.
World concert. It's going to be,
You're doing that for an hour, right?
it's for an hour, and I have the acts, and I'm getting all the cameras and all that ready, and
Awesome.
it's going to be good. They're doing a 24-hour worldwide concert, guys. We want everybody to jump aboard. You've got hip hop, we got rock. It's a lot of music from France to Indianapolis
All
to
over.
Texas. It's seriously all the way across the world for 24 hours live. And this is all for world peace. Unite everybody. We are all one. Everybody. Seriously, he's got such a great scheme going on. Make sure, just be nice to one another. We are humans. Every
Yes.
one of us in different shades. Be nice to one another.
Absolutely.
I'm really, really big on we need to remove labels.
Agreed.
That goes in a whole nother show. But I believe if we can remove labels, they're in a lot of different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree
But
completely.
anyway, so man, that was a great show.
It was a very
Oh my
good
gosh,
show.
it went really, really quick. We're at that 9 o'clock
Sure
time.
did.
It did.
Man. So
Time flies when
I,
you're having fun.
I know. So this is your line.
Well,
This is on you, girl.
Guys, be sure to tune in next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook.
Live.
We're live. Also, check out all your other podcast platforms.
Spotify. iTunes.
Where
Audacity.
we have
I forget all of them, damn it.
where we have the old episodes, and just everyone keep in mind, you all have hated a Monday
once or twice in your life.
So let Monday
Love you. Guys, thank you so
guys
much for
next
coming
week.
out. See you guys soon. Peace.